Mr. Koko the hero. Once upon a time, many years ago, in a small village by the edge of a river and the popular green forest, lived a powerful farmer named Koko. His full name was Koko Limanaka, but because his name was too long, everyone called him Mr. Koko. Mr. Koko was a huge man with 7 dreadlocks on his head and large arms too. And because he was so big, everyone was scared of him. Mr. Koko felt bad that no one wanted to be friends with him, no matter how friendly he tried to be. The other time he tried to greet a woman who was taking a child to school, Mr. Koko got insulted. And since then, he withdrew himself and started to believe what people always said about him, that he was a monster. So every day when he wakes up, he would look into the mirror and try to see if he really was a monster. But he would see no horns on his head. All he could see were just the 7 dreadlocks on his head, that's all. Meanwhile, Mr. Koko enjoyed taking a walk into the green forest to watch the singing birds and also to sit beside the quiet river in the forest. Then one day, something happened that made everyone wonder what manner of man Mr. Koko is. Mr. Koko was just taking a walk into the forest when he heard a loud roar of a lion from a distant part of the forest. He knew that it was a lion. In fact, Mr. Koko was familiar with such a sound. However, he heard the piercing cry of a child afterwards. Instantly, Mr. Koko knew that someone was in trouble. So he dashed towards the direction of the sound and didn't stop running until he saw a mother and a child in front of a lion. The lion was about to pounce on them. Immediately Mr. Koko saw this, he suddenly developed an inner strength and rushed towards the lion. But mother and child were both surprised to see a human wrestling with a lion. Mr. Koko wrestled with the lion until he tore the lion apart with his bare hand. Both mother and child were surprised. They both rushed towards Mr. Koko and hugged him tightly when the lion died. It turned out that the woman was one of the maids in the palace and the girl was the king's little princess. Mr. Koko, the little girl, and the maid all entered the village, with everyone staring at them, wondering what must have happened. Everyone followed them closely, while the little princess and the maid told everyone what had happened. They were all amazed and ashamed of themselves, because they had always called Mr. Koko a monster. But he was not a monster now. He was a savior. Everyone said that if not for the timely intervention of Mr. Koko, the lion would have torn the princess and the maid into shreds. Some of the village elders said that Farmer Koko had torn the lion apart with his bare hands. One of the villagers also said that Mr. Koko's strength lies in his long hair, but others said it was a gift from God on his inside. Mr. Koko's close friend Yeti told the king that Koko had always had the gift of an inner strength since he was 5 years old. Because of his kind heart, the king of the village rewarded Mr. Koko with a large farmland, and all the villagers rewarded him with a lot of gifts, including a house. The entire green village lifted up their hero and began to sing his praises, so much that the wild animals in green forest shook and ran into hiding. See you next time!
Here are words that you can learn. 1. Lion. 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 2. Village. 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 3. Hero. 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 See you next time.